Hello friends, today we start the actual exoskeleton, which is the study of bones and cartilage. So today we are going to complete the bones and further we're going to complete the cartilage. So first we're going to study about the structure of bones. Mature a bone, how it looks like. The mature bone, this part of this bone is a hollow cavity. This part is hollow cavity of bone which form RBC cells. Now let me study this bone structure. First one was periosteum. Periosteum is the outermost covering of an rib bone, and the outer and inner, it is divided into two bones, outer and inner part. The inner part is known as osteoblast, and it is not absent in sesamoid bone. So here's a note that it is absent in the sesamoid bone. Periosteum is the outermost part which is absent in sesamoid. For example, patella is our sesamoid bone. Second one was matrix. The inner material is known as matrix, and around these there are canals are present which is known as Haversian canals. So I denoted by this Haversian canals. It have three parts: the Haversian lamellae, which is blank part in which the lacunae is present, and it is formed osteocytes. And second one was interstitial canals, and third one was Walkman's canal. The bone marrow and bone cavity is the medullary cavity. It is the mid portion of the bone or medullary cavity. This cavity forms the actual RBC cells. The cartilage is present, and there is some articular cartilage is present. This is known as the articular cartilage. So these are the parts of bone. This is known as the epiphysis. Actually we can divide the bone into the three major parts. This is the part known as epiphysis. This the middle one part is known as diaphysis. Some small this part is known as metaphysis, and the another this one is known as epiphysis. So the bone is basically divided into three parts: epiphysis, metaphysis, and diaphysis. Upper and lower part, this upper and lower part is known as epiphysis. So this epiphysis is present here, and this one was metaphysis. As you can see, upper and lower side direction, both the direction. This is endosternum, and this is the layer of reticular connective tissue. Here these connective tissues are present, and this one part is known as diaphysis, which is the middlemost part of the bone. This part is known as diaphysis. Yellow bone marrow is present in this, and adipocyte cells are present, and it is known as endosternum. So our bone structure is completed. Now we study about the bones in a notes form. So on the basis of position of bones are divided into three parts. लॉन्ग बॉन जो अपनी लॉन्ग बॉन है उसको अपन तीन पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करेंगे. फर्स्ट वन वाज एपिफाइसिस, सेकंड वन वाज डायफाइसिस, एंड थर्ड वन वाज मेटाफाइसिस. एपिफाइसिस वाज द लोअर मोस्ट एंड द अपर मोस्ट पार्ट, whereas the diaphysis is middle part, and metaphysis is present between epiphysis and diaphysis. Epiphysis, which is that much part of the bone, this epiphysis is present at the end of the bone. Red bone marrow is found. Here the red bone marrow found means there is formation of RBC. Articular cartilage is present. As I cleared you, this is known as the articular cartilage. So this is the articular cartilage present in the epiphysis. Diaphysis is the middle portion of the bone. Here yellow bone marrow is found, and the adipocyte cells are present which stores the fat. So diaphysis contain the fat, and adipocytes are the cells which stores the fat, and here yellow bone marrow is found. So we can consider that the RBC is formed here and WBC is formed here. So yellow bone marrow is formed here, and red bone marrow is formed here, and yellow bone marrow is formed here. Metaphysis is the mid part of epiphysis and diaphysis. Here the collagen fiber, osin protein, or a carbonic salts area or inorganic salts are present, which is found in the matrix. Now we study about the classification of the bones. The bones are classified on these types. First one, on the basis of size and structure, these are divided into seven parts. First one was long bone. Long bone was present which have the fully almost all the structure which have a mature bone should have. First one was bone marrow found. The mature long bone should have bone marrow, and these are the some bones which for example femur, humerus, radius, and tibia. These are the four bones which are considered into a long bones. Modified long bones are bone marrow absent, Modified long bones are actually those bones in which the bone marrow is absent, but they are considered into long bones. For example, clavicle in dog and fowls. Second one was short bone. Short bones are those bones in which the bone marrow is absent, and these are actually somewhat smaller in size as comparative to the long bones. These are carpal and tarsals, which present in the hind limb or forelimb. So let us study about the flat bones. These flat bones include the scapula, sternum, skull, flat bone, ribs and hip bones. These flat bones are actually the bones which are flattened in nature. These are not like have any particular structures or like that. These are actually flat. So these are known as flat bones. Fourth one was irregular bones. For example, vertebra. These are not have regular shape. These are irregular in shape. For example, we can say that these are the bones like it includes the bones of vertebra. For example, cervical vertebra are like this in shape, and here's the thoracic vertebra are this in shape, and lumbar vertebra are actually these are this looks like in this like shape. Sacral vertebrae are fused. Coccygeal vertebrae are small bones. So all these five vertebrae are included into the regular bones. Last one was pneumatic bones. Pneumatic bones are actually there's a concept that when the birds go on fly, their bones have air sacs, so that to lighten up their bones weight, they they have special air sacs have present, so that birds can fly easily because of their weight heavier, and it's very difficult to fly. So bones have pneumatic bones. These are present in birds. For example, fowl. In veterinary, we only study about the fowl. So the pneumatic bones are present in fowl. Pneumatic bone foramen are present, connective to air sacs and skull of fowl, clavicle, humerus, all these are present, known as pneumatic bones. Sixth one was sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bones are those bones which are irregular in shape. These are look like this in shape. So these sesamoid bones are mainly include our patella. So like a sesame, it is a foreign country. There is a plant known as sesame, and its seeds structure is look like an irregular in shape. So scientists named it sesamoid bones. Developed under tandem, it is developed under tandem. Function provide support to the joints. It provides mainly support to the joints. For example, when we see in the hind, this is the bone, and there is a femur, and there are patella bone provides joint joints. Example are proximal sesamoid bones, distal sesamoid bones, and the patella is largest sesamoid bone in the body. It is also PYQ, so learn it very clearly. Largest sesamoid bone in the body. These are metacarpal joint. This is coffin sesamoid bones. Internal organs. Visceral bones are actually those bones which are not actually in the bone form, but they are present in the residual form. So, Oscardus, there are five bones. First one was Oscardus, buffalo, sheep, and goat. And the organ of the cow, buffalo, sheep, or goat. The Oscardus. From here, the writing much time, so please learn it very clearly and very smoothly that they are Oscardus, Ospenis, Osrostal, Osphrenic, and Osoptis. By the words, we can clearly learn it out. Cardus is related to the heart, Penis is related to the animal's reproductive system, Rostal is related to the snout. Snout is the proximal part of the pig by which he can eat, by which he was going to eat the food. So the ostrostal is present, and it is as we can already study. I don't know you have already There's always a question. So these hiccups are coming because due to the panic nerve, and the panic nerve actually contract and it actually penetrates our lungs. So these phrenic nerve are present in our respiratory system, or below the diagram it is present. It actually penetrates lungs part. So so here we go. The phrenic nerve are present in camel, and it is present beneath the diaphragm, and it is one in number. Also optics, as we know, optics is used for the eyes and etc. It is related to the vision. So optics is present in the fall or optics, and it is present near the eye, and these are two in number. So on the basis of membranous bones are flat bones of the carpals, and the cartilaginous bones are ribs, vertebral column, forelimb, and hind limb. On the basis of rigidity or hardness of the bones, these are divided into two parts: dense bones and spongy bones. Dense bones in which the mass are present very compactly arranged, where the spongy bone have loosely arranged. So, densely bone have diaphysis, and spongily bone has epiphysis or metaphysis. So diaphyses are arranged into the dense bones. These are more rigid and higher denser, and these are petrostemporal. Whereas the epiphysis and metaphysis, there is example known as carpal and metacarpal. So there, here we go. Our bones are completed in next lecture. Now we're going to study about the cartilage. For the cartilage, we use the word chondro. So here, for the formation of cartilage is known as chondrification. Cartilage forming cells are known as chondroblast. Destroying cells are known as chondroclast. And the adult cells is known as chondrocytes, and the protein is known as chondrin. Chondrin protein is present in the cartilage. And the outermost layer of the cartilage is known as perichondrion, where the matrix of the cartilage is known as chondrium. Blood supply and nerve lymph are absent in the cartilage. As we know, these blood supplies and the lymph and all these nerve etc. are absent in cartilage. Cartilage is provided nutrition by the diffusion process. As the cartilage have no blood supply or no nerve or no lymph, so due to the absence of blood supply, for example, this is the cartilage and there is no blood supply, so by the process of diffusion from the higher concentration to lower concentration, the blood and etc. and the nutrition are flow through it. So the cartilage provides or gain nutrition by the process of diffusion. Fetal skeleton is made up of cartilage. Fetal skeleton, for example, in the we can see in the placental membrane. This is the placental membrane, this is the fetal body, and this is the maternal body. So this is transferred. The protein and etc. all these are transferred into this part because of the diffusion or because of the cartilage. So it is formed by the cartilage. Classification of cartilage. Cartilage have the divided into three parts: hyaline cartilage, fibrocartilage, and elastic cartilage. Hyaline cartilage, it is the cartilage which is articular cartilage, means it is present in this like shape. This is present between nasal and septum. It is mainly for example, this is nose, and this is the division part in the nose. So this is made up of the hyaline cartilage. The larynx is made up of hyaline cartilage, and the tracheal and branchial rings are also made up of hyaline cartilage. Second one was the fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage intervertebral discs are made up of the fibrocartilage, where the menisci present between the stifle joint is also made up of the fibrocartilage. Elastic cartilage, these are the most elastic in the nature. For example, our external ear, which is too much elastic in nature, it is made up of elastic cartilage, nasal tip, and epiglottis. Epiglottis is a this like kind of structure which is present between, this is for example, this is a foot pipe and this is the windpipe. So it is present between the foot pipe and windpipe. Let me make it out clear. Yes, so this is the foot pipe and this is one this is foot pipe and this is windpipe. So epiglottis is the glottis like structure which is present above the both, and it got converted into, it plays here when we take breath, and it got placed here when we take food. So this is the epiglottis. So it is made up of also of elastic cartilage. Now if we study about the this part, this is the structure of the cartilage. This is the calcified cartilage. It is these are the articular cartilage. It is articular structure where the calcified cartilage is present. Another one was this. This is the meniscus example we here studied. This is the stifle joint and between its menisci are present, which is a part of fibrocartilage. Now the calcium is stored at the articular cartilage, which is called as the calcified cartilage. The calcium, here we go, the calcium is get accumulated in this cartilage like shape because due to the structure the accumulation of calcium takes place in this part. So this is known as the calcified cartilage. This part is now known as the calcified cartilage. Here the cartilage is completed. I wish you get all the things which I want to tell you and you got to understand the whole chapter. So okay, thank you. Bye bye.